Today we attempt the restarting 5 challenge in NBA 2k21 MyLeague. The goal of the challenge is to win 3 championships, changing our starting 5 every single season. If you guys have not, be sure to go down there and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free and you can unsubscribe it whenever you'd like. I would just like to say before the video begins though, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in like 5 or 6 days. I've been extremely sick and I haven't been able to record because my voice is gone. So I'm really sorry about that. But anyway, that's enough rambling. Hopefully you guys all enjoy. Let's get into today's video. Right on, so what we are going to be doing is doing a fantasy draft so we get ourselves a random team to begin with. So let's spin the wheel. 3, 2, 1. We end up with the Orlando Magic. Why do we always end up with the Magic? We got the 10th overall pick, and we could potentially get ourselves an Anthony Davis or a Damian Lillard type player. That'd be pretty cool. We have to simulate the draft. I'll show you guys the roster once we have it. So we start off with Anthony Davis. That's good. We know for a fact that he's going to keep progressing throughout this entire challenge then. Although we do have to trade him after this first season. That's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully by the end of this season, he does progress into something good that then we can trade for someone even better. Then we also have TJ Warren, Mitchell Robinson. Probably most of these players are going to be getting traded for other players, especially to build a good starting 5. Because if I can start off this video with a really, really good starting 5, that just means we're going to have a good starting 5 for the rest of the challenge. So if we can start off really, really well, that'll be fantastic. So first thing I'm going to do is trade Rubio and Warren to try and get ourselves a big contract that we could trade away, such as Chris Middleton. Perfect. Then if we pair him with Mitchell Robinson, we should be able to get ourselves someone very, very handy for our team. Now what I'm thinking, I know it's probably a long shot, but I know that you can get yourself Karl Anthony Towns pretty easily nowadays. It actually might not be that much of a long shot. He's only got 4-star value. If I chuck in that and say this pick that's got 2 stars, we've got ourselves Karl Anthony Towns. So we've got our front court down. We just need to get ourselves our backcourt and our small forward position sorted. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pick up should I pick up I'll pick up Jared Allen actually. I'll pick Jared Allen, move him to the power forward, and then pair him. We don't have a big contract. We have Tyus Jones's contract, which is the biggest we've got, but we didn't really have a big ass contract here. That's not what I wanted. We'll take Clint Capella. He could potentially be someone that we could use in a trade alongside Elfrid Payton to get a back. I was hoping for a point guard. That could work. Bring Lonzo Ball off the bench. Hopefully he progresses next season and then he could be starting point guard next season. Okay, we could do that. Have Lonzo as our 6th man this year, and then use him as our starting next year. Trade away Malcolm Brogdon and get ourselves... I was hoping something came up. We could honestly pick up Darius Garland. He's not the worst that we could pick up. Darius Garland pair with Jordan McRae with this top 3 protected pick. And we could get ourselves... fucking nothing. We could still get ourselves Fred VanVleet. Sure, why not? If we pick up Freddie VanVleet, pair him with Frank and that 1st round pick... I'm sure maybe something could get offered up. I was hoping something got offered up there. All right, Shai Gilgeous, mate. Are we able to make a trade for you, brother? Give me Dylan Wright, and I'll give you Frank Jackson. Give me that. I'll give you that first, and I'll give you 3 first-round picks for SGA. Thank you. We've got ourselves Shai Gilgeous, so we've got ourselves a 2. Now we just need a 1 and a 3. Or even a potential 1, depending on what gets offered up to us. So Dylan Wright, we can move to the 2. He can go up and overall. And we've got a couple of things that we want to do. Bang, bang. Are we able to get ourselves maybe a shooting guard or a point guard or something like that? I'll take Eric Gordon, even though I don't really want to. Only because he moves up at the small forward position. And then if I pair him with Nathan Knight, I should be able to get myself TJ Warren. That's the best player we're getting offered up right now. So I'll take Danilo Gallinari. I'm not sure if I went the wrong choice here, but we did get Danilo. Pair him with Jabari Parker and this 1st round pick. This last 1st round pick we have. Point guard, come on. We can get DeJounte. I suppose we could probably pair DeJounte and Shai Gilgeous in the front court. Jeremy Lamb at the 3 isn't bad, although I would like to try and get someone a little bit better. All right, first off, Drew Eubanks, Jeremy Lamb for Thomas Bryant, because we're just going to be trading up for players that we can then use to trade for a good starting small forward. I mean, worst comes to worst, we can maybe play Shai at the 3. No, don't really want to, but it is potentially an option. Mikal Bridges. IRL, this starting 5 beastly, right? Beastly. However, I think I would prefer Mikal Bridges off my bench. But by that logic, I'd also want DeJounte off my bench. I'll keep both of them for now, but I'm not 100% sold on either of them, to be fair. Alright, I've done a bit of moving, and we can get ourselves Joe Ingles, potential 6th Man of the Year candidate this year. We can get ourselves Joe Ingles to get off the bench. So, basically, my thought process, if we get two players that are about the same skill level, then it doesn't really matter who's on the floor. It doesn't really drop off that much, so technically there's no bench player. Now, we need probably a big and another guard off the bench. Oh, big and a power forward. A big power forward and a center is probably the best to get off of our bench right now. A center and a power forward. That's what I'm looking for. To be fair, not a lot's getting offered up, so I'll take Elfrid Payton in a first. I'm not going to use any more first-round picks to fill out a bench. I'm only going to be using seconds, because hopefully we can hold on to a couple of firsts and use them in the next couple of seasons in trades. I'll take Hassan Whiteside for our center off the bench, and then we just need a power forward, 4 off the bench. And I did see Robert Covington's not bad, to be fair, but I did see Taj Gibson, and I don't mind that off the bench one bit. So we could use Taj going bang, bang, and we should have an alright starting 5. Everyone's above an 80 overall. I quite like that a lot. However, rotation-wise, Alonzo should still be getting some minutes. I'm going to split that in between those two guys, because that's plenty of playmaking. Cat, AD, and Shea will be getting most of the minutes here. But besides from that, I'm fine with the rotation as it is. Scoring options, AD, Cat, and then Shea Gilgeous. Do we have any 4.5-star systems? I'm kind of okay with a pace and space system, you know. It seems to fit everyone alright. Although a 7-second system fits better. And for this first season, the Magic are projected to be the 18th seed. So let's see what happens for this first season. If we don't win a championship, we'll try and get 2 out of 3. All-Stars here, and we have the one All-Star in Anthony Davis. I only just realized LeBron James went back to Cleveland. But LeBron wins MVP. We get Coach of the Year with Steve Clifford. Do we get any Orlando Magic, All-NBA teams? We get Anthony Davis and Karl Anthony Towns. Perfect. And we finish as the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, which you guys can almost see, to be fair. If I make myself smaller, you can definitely see it. So there's all that. We'll make sure all of our rotations stay the same, because it seemed to work throughout the season. Our leading scorer was Anthony Davis with 25.8, 10, and 3, what we wanted to see from AD. 24, 4, and 6 from Shea. 23, 9, and 5 from Cat as well. So our big 3 did wonders. And then DeJounte did his thing. And then Lonzo also did quite a bit as well off the bench. He just put 10, 3, and 5 on his back. Nice. Joe Ingles off the bench got 8, 2, and 4. Whiteside and Mikal Bridges, we're going to have to trade him. That's all right. We do have our boy Jingle and Joe, and Taj Gibson does his thing. Offensively, we were actually the 6th best offense, but our defense was locking down, which makes us the best team in the NBA. And we're taking on the Charlotte Hornets in the first round, who have Malcolm Brogdon as their best. Actually, no, they have Giannis Antetokounmpo as their best player. It's all right. We sweep past them, and we've got Miami in the second round. I don't know who they have. They have Ben Simmons and Julius Randle. That's not scary. We won in 5 games. Awesome. And now we got the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Final, who have Kawhi, John Isaac, and James Wiseman. They're not going to be a fun team to beat. We win game 1, though. Game 2 is an L. Game 3 is a W. Game 4 is an L. Game 5 is a W. Game 6, can we win in 6? Nope, we got a game 7. Let's just let 2K do its thing, shall we? Simulate with Simcast Game 7 to go to the NBA Finals against the Detroit Pistons in Orlando. Really? We let Kawhi drop 37 on us. Cat, you dropped 6 points. You played 36 minutes and you dropped 6 points. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh, you pathetic but Shea shot 1 for 8 from 3. Okay, yeah, no, we deserve to lose. We just deserve to lose. The Blazers are the champs with Jokic winning Finals MVP. We could also try and go after Westbrook or Porzingis. Trae Young. I'm very interested in the Trae Young side. I think he's on an expiring deal though, so that's going to make it a little bit difficult. We could also go after Jason Tatum. Now, that is one that I'm very interested in Jason Tatum. I'm very interested in picking him up. So if I can somehow make a trade right now for Tatum, I will quite happily do it. He can be our starting small forward. For Tatum, I'll probably quite happily give up DeJounte. Who else is making a bit of Royce O'Neal? I've only got 1 first-round pick. Lol. I'm going to have to chuck in someone here that's quite good. Okay. It's not going to work out for us nicely here, is it? Because I don't want to really give up these two for Tatum. I might actually give up Cat. If that goes through, then it might be worth it. But yeah, no, never mind. Never mind. Two-player options, Shea and Mikal Bridges, sorry, coming back. Lonzo, we have to extend the qualifying to, so we're going to have to re-sign Lonzo and Gary Harris. He wants $7 million still, goddamn. And because we've hit free agency, there is no teams that are selling anymore, which makes it really difficult to make trades. So, straight away, Anthony Davis, what can you get us, brother? Can you get us someone else who is going to be, like, able to carry this team? Straight away, no. If we're able to trade enough cap away, we need to free up 47 mil. So, if we trade, say, Anthony Davis or Karl Anthony Towns away for a player on a rookie deal, we could potentially sign Kawhi, and Kawhi could be our corner piece for next season. That could be a shout, you know. And for our new starting center, I'm looking at DeAndre Ayton here. DeAndre Ayton's not bad. He's a cheaper deal. Starting center for next year. I don't mind that. So there we go. We've got a starting center for next year. Trade away Shai Gilgeous. I think actually we could potentially trade Shai Gilgeous for Trae Young. We might need to give up a little bit more though. We might have to give up Mikal Bridges as well. And a first. And we've got ourselves Trae Young as our starting point guard this year. Beautiful. Now, DeJounte needs to go as well, which I'm going to be moving him to the shooting guard so he gets more value. So, if we can move DeJounte for a better starting 2 or something that we could use, that'd be great. I wouldn't mind taking a salary dump with a valuable first-round pick. If we free up 28 million, we could potentially get ourselves Kawhi Leonard. So, if we get rid of Davis Bertans' contract for 2 first-round picks, that helps us out a bunch. Also, if Joe Ingles is going to be declining, isn't he? Royce O'Neal, we need to get rid of his contract. How much money do we need to free up now, Kawhi? 3.49 million. Jingle and Joe with Anthony Davis can get us Bam and Jaylen Brown. Cat, Donovan Mitchell and Jaren Jackson. Kyrie could potentially be a shout. I don't know if I can like 100% build a championship caliber team around Kyrie Irving. I tried with Anthony Davis, so maybe a point guard might be it. I do have Trae Young, so maybe not. But you know what? I am actually going to go through with this Kyrie Irving deal. I'm going to. And then just trade away Jeremy Lamb. It's probably the best thing we're going to be getting. If I want to get Kawhi, I might as well get Kyrie as well. Kyrie and Kawhi could be potentially a very, very good duo. Kawhi wants to go to the Grizzlies. Fuck, there goes that plan. There goes that plan. Fuck that right up. Backup plan, DeRozan and Drummond. That's our backup plan. Who's going to have more trade value, DeMar or Andre? I think Andre will have more trade value than DeMar. Also, it's less money. Okay. Kawhi's still here. Kawhi's still here. If we can somehow... Kawhi's here again. If we can somehow pull this off... Nope, you want to go to the Pistons now. Boys! Kawhi's still here. Kawhi's still here. We need to free up 16 mil. $16 million. Lonzo, why'd you cost me so much? Okay. Get rid of that contract. Boom. Get rid of that. Who else is making some money? Dylan Windler. I think we've got to get rid of Lonzo, boys. We've got to get rid of Lonzo. We have to get rid of Lonzo. I mean, we have Trae Young, so it's not that bad of a deal to get to get rid of him, but it would be nice to have Lonzo as maybe a backup point guard that we could use, but... It is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is. If we could somehow get a nice, cheaper deal... come on. I'm looking to free up some cap space here. Yeah, sure, I'll take Will Barton. I'll take Will Barton. And then trade Will Barton for, like, Dylan Windler. We lost a lot of value there, but... hopefully it's not for nothing. That would be great if it wasn't for nothing, hey? It was for nothing! It was all for nothing. Andre, fine. Come on back onto the team then. Andre Drummond, we'll sign you. And next best is Nerlens Noel. Sure, I'll sign Nerlens Noel. He's an 84 overall. We could potentially use him in a deal. Fine. Alright, fine. We got Drummond. We can use Drummond, move him to the power forward. He goes to, what, an 88? So I think I made the right call getting him over DeRozan. So, we have Kyrie and Trae Young. Kyrie is going to be our starting shooting guard for this year with Trae Young in the backcourt. So that is some shooting and definitely some playmaking in the backcourt. So, if I can get ourselves a power forward or a small forward, we should be okay. If I can get ourselves a power forward and small forward. That's what we need right now. What I'm going to do is trade Noel and Cousins for D'Angelo Russell and then use D'Lo at the 2 and pair him with Drummond to get ourselves, I did see ourselves a Bam and a Bogdan Bogdanovic. Bam can be our starting power forward. Bang. Boom, boom, boom. Now we need a small forward. Now, this team is looking deadly, bro. We could even run Bogey at the 3, but not looking to do that. So we need a starting small forward here. And nothing's happening, so chuck in this Knicks first round pick. And we could potentially get ourselves like Jeremy Grant. Like, that's not bad. Jeremy Grant is not the worst option here. So we got to consider it. We'll see what we get offered up. And I did see Michael Porter Jr. and I like that more. So we're taking MPJ. So we've got our starting 5 set. We've got Kyrie, Trae Young, Bam, Ayton, and MPJ. We've got plenty of shooting. It's just our bench that we need to work out now. We got the one training camp, and we're going to go perimeter defense to, I suppose, Kyrie Irving, hey? I suppose Kyrie. I suppose. All right? I suppose. Why not? So we got Trae, Kyrie, MPJ, Bam, and Ayton. Like I said, our starting 5 has completely changed, so we've already done the challenge. I just want to make myself a new bench, and I'll just make a few changes to it off camera here. And yeah, all I did was make like 3 or 4 trades, and that's our bench now. We've got a pretty good bench. For this season, I am actually going to change the coach. Steve Clifford might have just messed us up a little bit, so I'll bring in Steven Silas, which means we need to make sure we've got the right system. We've got the right system. We're good with 7 seconds, and the Magic are the projected 3 seeds. So let's see how we do for this second season. All-Stars this year. We have Kyrie Irving. That's cool. We also have Trae Young. That's pretty cool, but no one else. Right, so Steph Curry wins MVP. We went 47. 47? Fuck me, I'm retarded. Right, so Steph Curry wins MVP. We went 54 and 28. There we... Fuck off. Right, so Stephen Curry wins MVP. We went 54 and 28. That's pretty cool. Cade, Spencer, Giannis, Lonzo, and Taylor Jenkins win all those awards. We don't win any of those awards, so that's fantastic. All NBA teams, maybe. Any Orlando Magic. We do get Trae Young. That's always very handy, but that's the only one we got, and we finished once again as a 1 seed in the damn Eastern Conference. So, Trae dropped 25, 2 and 11, Kyrie dropped 23.9, 3.7 and 8.7, Bam dropped 15 and 8.5, MPJ 14 and 5, almost 6 rebounds as well, Ayton dropped 13 and 10, so we had a pretty good team. Offensively, we were the best team. Defensively, we fell off from last year, but we're still inside the top 10, so that's still a W, and we're the second best team differential-wise. So first round against the Bucks, it's a W. Second round against the Sixers is a W. Third round against the Heat is an L. Fuck off! Why can't we make it past the Eastern Conference? I'm mad. The Heat are the champs and Ben Simmons Finals MVP. But come on, man. TJ McConnell. I'm at the NBA draft right now. We could trade TJ and Dario for Mo Bump for Andre Drummond. Okay, and then if I trade Drummond, we could get ourselves the number 1 overall pick in Christian Wood. I don't mind that at all. That's pretty good, to be fair. We just got Christian Wood and the first overall pick for nothing, really, to be fair. Not a lot. We didn't have to give up a lot there. We can also get the 4th overall pick, so those could be those could be really, really handy in the future. However, I'm going to give up 3 first-round picks for Sabonis. I don't think I made the right call there, but then if we go Sabonis with this first overall pick, we cannot get anyone that we really want. And we're going to use this first overall pick. I'm not sure what for. Chet Holmgren? Yep, sounds good to me. We'll pick up Chet Holmgren in this year's draft. I think he's an 82 overall. Okay, cool. And then if we go Sabonis with Chet, who actually has a lot of trade value. Holy crappers, bro. Alright, Kyrie has declined his option, so hopefully we can bring him back, re-sign him, and we should be okay. So, Trae Young, we're going to try and re-sign everybody, right? And then trade them afterwards. Alright, we've done that. We've managed to re-sign everybody here, so we've got to make a new starting 5, boys. We've got to make a new starting 5. This is going to be a lot of fun. We'll move Trae Young to the shooting guard, and what could we get? Literally nothing. Awesome. If we pair him with Bam, nothing. Love that even more, bro. Love that even more. Ayton and Bam. Ooh, we can get Booker and Allen. Ayton and Irving. Irving and Bam. Irving and Chet. Irving and MPJ. Irving by himself. Oi, we can get ourselves Dame. Alright, I'll take Dame to be our starting point guard. And then if we trade Trae Young, try and trade Trae Young, to be fair. Could we maybe trade him for LaMelo? That's giving up a lot, to be fair. That's giving up a whole lot that I don't really want to give up. If I move him back to the point guard, does that bring his value down a little bit that we can maybe trade him? We're going to have to lose out on a lot of value here. Or we could get ourselves Ja Morant and Jeremy Grant. I quite like that too. We could do that as well. And then have Ja play the 2 or something. Yeah? We could just do that. You know what I mean? Or we could have Lillard play the 2. That also works. So, Ayton by himself. Could you get me a new starting center, brother? We can get ourselves Porzingis. Sure. I'll take Kristaps. I've had worse. And then if we use maybe Kristaps at the 4, he can be our starting 4 this year. And then trade Bam with Chet Holmgren, with Jeremy Grant, to get ourselves a starting caliber center, or Ben Simmons. That could also work. We get Ben Simmons at the small forward. Could we maybe trade MPJ for a starting caliber center? That's a no. Pair him with Chet, maybe. All right, Scotty Barnes and Patrick Williams. You could get us OG Anunoby and a good pick. And then if we go like this, yeah, now give us Montrezl Harrell and Obi Toppin. There's better trades out there, but I needed to do that trade, all right? And then Trez with Chet Holmgren. Get us the starting center, please. Come on. Really? Okay. Love that. Cheers. If I use Drummond with Precious Achiuwa, we get ourselves Rudy Gobert. And then maybe we could use Gobert in an Embiid trade or something like that. Maybe. I don't expect it to go through, but worth a go, I suppose. And that is a resounding no. So at the moment, I'm okay with Gobert playing the center position. I'm not keen on it. I'm not 100% okay with it, though. That's the thing. I'm not 100% with it. I can deal with it for now, but I don't necessarily want to have Gobert running the center position. But for now, it should be okay. We'll just go to player progression. I can sort out a bench later. So we got the single training camp again. So perimeter defense is going to probably go to Damian Lillard, because Lillard needs a little bit of defense on his side. And then could we potentially use Gobert in a trade for someone, please? Come on. We'll move Rudy to this power forward. Make him as good as possible. Any takers? Want Rudy Gobert? I'll take Nikola Vucevic and Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson could be a good bench piece for us. And then if we use Vooch with Chet Holmgren, maybe a new starting center could arise for our team. We could get James Wiseman. You know what? There's worse play. Oh, but we got Chet Holmgren. We're trying to... no, don't do it, Cameron. You know what? Stuff it. We'll run Vucevic at the center position. We're at that point where I'm like, you know what? Stuff it. We might as well. Like, we could literally just run that starting 5. We have Jaren Jackson and Chet Holmgren for off of our bench. Chet plays power forward center, so does Jaren Jackson, so we can't be having that. Jaren Jackson, you're getting traded with Jalen Noel. Could you give us a guard for off the bench, brother? Actually, Jonathan Isaac and Derek Favors both coming off the bench. I don't mind that at all. Isaac can be our backup 3, and then if we use Favors with Kadeem Allen, get ourselves Christian Wood off the bench. That looks absolutely lovely, mate. All right. If I go Wood and Witherspoon, get us Bobo and Chuma Okeke, I suppose. Just because of those contracts, I reckon. We'll take Lonzo. He's got making $27 million a season. And Lonzo paired with Tyrell Terry. Really work, but I'll take John Collins and Naz Reid. I'll take John Collins and Naz Reid. I can make it work. I think I could potentially make this work. Never mind. I need someone making more money than Naz Reid. Naz Reid, TLC. Could you maybe get us a valuable player making like 3 mil? No. Goddamn. Will this trade go through? John Collins and quickly for De'Aaron Fox. I'll give you that first. Thank you. We have ourselves De'Aaron Fox now for our bench. We've got Jonathan Isaac, Chet Holmgren now if we just pick up a center. We should be A-okay. Or a shooting guard. Center or a shooting guard. Depends on what comes up here. I don't really care right now. And it looks like it's going to be Theo Maledon. Perfect. So we've got a Morant, Lillard, Simmons, Porzingis, and Vucevic starting 5. We then have De'Aaron, John Isaac, Chet Holmgren, and Theo Maledon off the bench. We're going to be running Lillard, Simmons, and then probably Morant as our scoring options. We've got a 4.5-star, 7-second system, and the Magic are the projected 2 seed. So let's see what goes on for this final season. All right, this season we have 2 All-Stars. We got ourselves Dame Dollar and Ben Simmons. Good on you, boys. Trae Young, after we trade him, wins MVP. Of course he does. And we get ourselves Coach of the Year. That's pretty cool. Do we get any Orlando Magic on these NBA teams? That would be great. No. We once again finished as a 1 seed for this third and final season. Lillard dropped 23, 2 and 10. Simmons dropped 19, 5 and 6. And then Jar dropped 16. So, honestly, we didn't have anyone stand out like I thought we would. Offensively, we were the best team in the comps. Defensively, we were the 7th best team. Our differential was the best in the league. So, maybe third time's a charm to win a championship. Maybe. That'd be great, 2K. We've made it to the finals, so it's an upgrade, that's for sure, but we're taking on Zion and RJ Barrett on the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, okay, we're up 2-0, we're up 3-0, and it is a sweep. Third time is a charm. Lillard wins himself a championship and finals MVP. But we did it. It only took us 3 attempts, but we did get there eventually. So either way, it is a dub. So I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, or like you can go down below, or you could probably click here. Make sure I have done that, or click another video if you want some more convincing. Either way, helps us out a whole bunch. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!